Hello there everybody, Sam's Trains here, welcome back to the railway and welcome to a brand new series of Sam's Trains Live. Man, it feels like it has been ages since I've done this. I'm so excited to be back, and this series is going to be back every week, every Friday at 5 PM, so it should be a lot of fun. I hope you enjoy it. I know I'm going to, I always do. And Pete Clark is in there already. Welcome back, run anything of your choice. Thank you so much, Pete Clark. Right, let me tell you a bit about what's coming up tonight then. So I'm going to be running trains at your request. Pete's got one in there, and thank you, by the way, to everyone who's already made requests today. That's awesome. I've got a live unboxing to do for you. In fact, 4 things to unbox for you today, so it's a busy one. I'm going to be starting a huge giveaway. I'll be talking about that in just a second. It's an exciting one, the biggest I've ever done. I've got your photos to show, I've got a special guest, and yes, you were asking about this, an all-new episode of Train Time. First though, let's see how you guys are going. Man, it's got to be 2 or 3 months since I last did an episode of Sam's Trains Live, so we better get reacquainted. If you want a shout out, jump in the chat and I will do it for you, and then I'll talk about this giveaway because I'm excited about this one. This is a serious one. Right, if I please get a shout out, it says UP3982 Trainmaster Challenger. That's quite a username, but yes you can. Kelly Ashford, thank you very much. Can you run the grey saddle tank engine and the egg fans? Ghost train alert. Thank you, Kelly, and that is a great idea for a ghost train, sure. Hi Starboy, says Sam Spade. Are you calling Starboy? 9F said Secrets of Spatula. That's a big question. Hello Nathanator, I guess, 6688, nice username again. Adam Rushton is here, hello to you. Stephen Batt, thank you very much. Can you run the Hornby Peckett, B2 top entailing with the Andrew Barclay? That one made me jump. 3 LNER coaches in the middle. Videos are great, keep them coming. Thank you very much. Oh, Kelly, look, your spooky request got the spooky sound effect. I just forgot that was yours. Oh, we've got some people talking about the Pear Market, Berkshire, very nice. Hornby Trains is watching, says DLT Berkshire. Oh, if they are, let us know. Hornby don't tend to tune into these things, but maybe they do. May I get a shout out, says Bing Crosby, is it? I don't know. Well, yeah, you can have a shout out. Josh Ellis, thank you so much about the amazing videos. George Smith says, love the videos, thank you so much. John Kuzma, derailments galore. Yes, that is actually very, very possible. Right, well, I'll do as many shout-outs as I can during this episode, so keep them in the chat when the chat comes up on the screen, and I will do my absolute best. Mip Mac, thank you so much. He says, can I have a shout-out, please? Of course, you don't have to pay me for shout-outs. Mip Mac, thank you so much. Right, let's talk about this giveaway then. Are you ready? I mean, the kind of, the intro thumbnail, that's the word, kind of gave it away, but to say a huge thank you to everyone who supports me and my channel via Super Chat, I'll be giving away 3 brand new models at the end of the series. Every Super Chatter from each episode will be added to a list, and from that list I will choose 3 of you on episode 5, and I'll post you the models for free. So this is the exciting part. The locos are this monstrous Hornby LNER Thompson 01 in the LNER black livery. Looks absolutely fantastic. Love that one of Hornby's best. Also one of Hornby's best is this, the Hornby J50, one of Hornby's greatest dank tank engines, in my opinion. Absolutely fantastic. And the third prize is this. It's the Oxford Rail Great Western Towed Brake Van in the lovely grey livery. So thank you again, and thank you to everyone who's done it already. If you're considering sending a super chat, they really do go a long way to keep me and my channel running, and I'm truly very grateful for that indeed. So there we go, and I've just seen loads come through, so thank you so much. William Town, can you please run a passenger train with the cheapest and nastiest engine and rolling stock? Dub it the Cheap and Nasty Flyer. That is quite an idea. And Lewis Hughes, thank you so much to you. And as always, if you want to be extra generous and you want to send £5 or the equivalent, you can have a request run live on the session. Just include the loco and the train that you'd like to run, and if it's in my collection, I will run it for you live on the show. So that should be exciting, hopefully. And thank you so much, Darian Wilcox. That's very kind of you. Right, speaking of requests then, obviously if you're a chief mechanical engineer, you get a free request as part of the membership. So here are the ones we've got to start with. Now, this first one I'm worried about because I haven't tested it and I don't know what's going to happen. So this was Taggart 00, wanted to see the Hang on, no it wasn't, no, it was just a puggle with internet access, aka Harrison, sorry Robert, who wanted to see the Wickham trolley pulling the railgun. Now the Wickham trolley isn't strong enough to pull the railgun, I don't think, and it doesn't have a coupling, but I am going to try to let the railgun be pushed along by it. And Mark 7188, I love the video, Sam, keep up the great work. Thank you so much, Mark, and I thought I saw Meon, there you are, yeah, Meon, thank you, could you run the Hornby Edward pulling the freight train please? Yes, absolutely. Right, so we're going to try that. The Wickham trolley is going to try to push the railgun. Put a little estimate in the chat. Do you think it's going to work or not? That's the question. Sideways 66779, thank you so much. Says, hi Sam, how are you? Could you have Percy pull a Warwell flatbed carrying whatever loco fits, i.e. a Wickham, that's a good idea, Gandhi Dancer rocket, etc. and a brake van, of course, Sideways, thank you. And the Game Wizard, can you run the B12 with some coaches? Sure, yeah, if you want to send the £5, I can certainly do that. Thank you so much for the support. I'll make sure you're entered for the giveaway. AZ Rail, evening all, hope we're enjoying ourselves. Thank you, I'm enjoying myself already. Anyway, what else have we got? So we have Dancing Turtle 96, thank you to you. You wanted to see the Backman Gordon and the Backman Henry with a rake of blood and custard coaches and a toad on the back, the Backman toad that is. So let's get that going and get it out of the way. We'll catch up with those in a minute after we've seen whether the Wickham trolley can do it. And then also Mark 7188 wanted to see the Hornby Q6 pulling a freight train. So I've got some of my Roberts little hoppers. There we are, that's the word. Right, the moment of truth then. Can the Wickham trolley push the railgun? Let's find out. I will settle for like 3 inches, honestly, at this point. Let's try it. Come on, Wickham trolley. I think that's pretty much a no. I tell you what, most of these like endurance test things actually do prove to work, but unfortunately the Wickham trolley I think is just a little bit too weak. So that was just a puggle with internet access, aka Harrison. I've tried, but I don't think it's going to happen. We'll try it in the other direction. No, I don't think it's going to happen, I'm afraid. Yeah, it's got one driven axle and traction tyres, and that is just no good, unfortunately. So yeah, I've tried it, but it's not happening, unfortunately. But luckily, the Wickham trolley isn't embarrassed in front of Henry and Gordon because they were off on their travels when the letdown took place. So luckily they didn't see that. Right, let's have a look and see how the rest of the layout is getting on. Let's see if all these cameras are working, shall we? Terence Priestley, thank you so much. I'll nip through and have a quick look at some of the messages I've missed in just a second. But yeah, that's a pretty nice double header there. Pilot MPT7HP, how's the rail bus doing? The rail bus we shall see later on today, so stay tuned, because someone, which camera am I looking at? Someone requested it, so it will be coming up, hopefully. Oh, inside line looks a bit wobbly. I might have to straighten that out a bit. Oh, what's happened? Does something sound like it's derailed? I think it's Gordon's tender. Oh no! What? That doesn't normally happen. Come on guys, you can manage. You can do it. No you can't. Oh no! Oh, no. It's all over. Honestly. God, this Backman Gordon. Here we go. He's in pieces, but he's here. Man, that did not end well. Oh, and I've pulled Henry's tender off as well. Well, I guess that's Gordon's way of saying enough's enough. I've had enough of this thing. Right, let's just have a quick look at the Q6, the Raven. Can you run Lord Westwood pulling a rake of blood and custard coaches, says DLT Berkshire. That is a good idea. I can certainly do that. Let's have a look, just see if I've missed any of these messages. Right. And also, I want to thank Taggart00, Colin Wykes, Lapis, Wake, George Botterini, William Babcock, and TrainFan25 Stewart, who sent in super chats before I started. Let's see. Vlad Capetti, hi Sam, can I have a BRX Great Western 45 with 2 Mark 1s and a brown BR brake van? That sounds great, yeah. I saw Williams. Mark 7188, love the video, Sam, keep up the great work. Thank you. The Game Wizard, can you run the LNER B12? Yeah, I read that one. Let's see, Alex and Trains, hi Sam, can you run the Ghost Garrett? Oh, the Ghost Garrett, yes. You might find that it's actually not a Ghost Garrett at all, but we shall see. And I think I read everyone else's, so that is pretty cool. Right, so hopefully you've had a good chance to see the Q6 running along. Man. So, I mean, To say this is the start of a new series, the requests have not been a resounding success so far. We've had a total failure with the Wickham trolley, although I think I saw that coming. Henry and Gordon just gave up after 2 laps and derailed, but the Q6 is our beacon of hope for this series. Because it actually worked as it should. Who'd have thunk it? I don't know, model trains these days, eh? Anyway, thank you so much for those requests, and there are lots more engineers requests coming up later on, so I will be doing those. Anyway, now then, let us move on to... Oh dear. What was that noise? That sounded a little bit like a clock. I wonder what time it could be.
Train time. Train time. Train time.
It's train time! Hello and welcome to Train Time. I'm your host, King Louis IX. Yes, I've got a stiff neck. I'll be going for a massage after this episode. Anyway, today's subject is a signal baboon. A signal baboon, as opposed to a signal man, which is obviously just a little bit more common. Now, I know this sounds absolutely ludicrous, and it is an absolutely ludicrous story, but as far as I know, it is absolutely true, so we're not laughing today, this is serious. So, the story starts with James Wide, who worked for the Cape Town Port Elizabeth Railway Service, which I believe is in Africa, and his nickname was James Jumper Wide, because he actually used to jump between the different railway wagons. I'm not entirely sure why that was. Now, one day this went badly wrong. It's going to sound like I'm joking here, but I promise you I'm not, so we're not laughing here. Basically, he was in an accident where he lost both of his legs. He was now severely disabled, he'd lost both of his legs, he was walking on peg legs I believe, but he wanted to continue his work on the railway. So in 1881 Jack visited a market and saw a baboon driving an ox cart there. Now he was so impressed with this, I've just remembered I've got a stiff neck, he was so impressed with the baboon's skills that he actually purchased the baboon to be his assistant, a baboon assistant. Now, he named the baboon Jack, and the first thing he trained Jack to do was to train Jack to push a small trolley so that he could actually get to work, because obviously it's quite difficult to commute if you've got peg legs, I suppose. He later, though, this is the astonishing part, he later trained Jack the baboon to operate the signals while James watched. Now, obviously, this was seen. Passengers saw a baboon at the signal box or whatever, operating the signals, and they obviously made complaints, which launched an official investigation from the railway. Now, during this investigation into the baboon operating the signals, it was actually proved that the baboon was competent, and the railway officially employed the baboon, paying him 20 cents per day and a bottle of beer at the end of each week. There was a baboon employed by the railways. That's kind of still true today, but they're not literal baboons. Now, after 9 years of service, Jack's very unfortunately actually, he died of TB in 1890. 9 years of service. Although his skull, I'm not kidding either, this sounds like a joke, it is not a joke, Google it. His skull still exists today at the Albany Museum. I can't find any pictures of it, but apparently it exists. So there we go, a signal baboon. I've been your host, King Louis IX. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.
Train time. Train time. Train time.
It's train time!
Train time. Train time. Train time.
It's train time! God, that story is insane. Somebody sent that to me in the comments and I thought, this cannot be true, this is not true. But, I mean, there are photos to prove it, right? So, does that mean it is true? I really don't know if it is, but my question is, how did those photos come about if the story isn't true? Was it like a film someone made? Oh, no, because if it was 1800s, they wouldn't have been making films. Was it like I don't know, a joke newspaper article? I don't know. How did they get a man with peg legs to pose in the photos, if that's the case? No, I think it's true. So what do you think? And thank you, King Louis is just off. See ya, thank you for that. Yeah, what do you think about the story? Had you heard this story before? Is it literally just me in the world that hadn't heard this crazy story before? I don't know. Thank God that's over, says MDH Games. Well, but what's wrong with a bit of story time, Mark? The Shara Rice says shout out. There you go. Nicholas Duplessis says shout out to me and Hornby. Ooh, and Hornby. There's a shout out to Hornby. They'll be pleased. There's a pig working on my railway, says another model railway. Well, I've got a few horses on mine, and there's a big cow as well that comes out once in a while and does that kind of thing. Nice. ATSF Rail Fan, there's a shout out to you. Adrian Morrow, hello as well to you. Logical Brick wants a shout out. What is a logical brick? A brick with logic, I suppose. I don't have a big boy, Mipmac. I don't. I wish I did. Maybe I will one day, but right now I don't. Will I ever do a video on G-scale, says Sabertooth Saboteur? Maybe, maybe. Not in the near future, though, because I ain't that rich, believe me. Isaac Marchand, thank you so much. Hi, Sam. I was wondering if you could run a Castle class pulling 8 coaches of any type. Yes, of course, that would be fine. And Polar Pendleton, thank you very much. Half from the middle of America. Can we please get the J15 and some LNER coaches and Bullman at the back? Yes, absolutely. That is fine. Right, well, let's do some more requests then, because I know you were here to watch trains running. Now, you're probably asking, what on earth is happening here? Well, that's my question too. The answer is, I really don't know what's going to happen here, but we're about to find out. So, William Babcock wanted to see the DAP. I think this has been created with malicious intent, because everything about this train, except from the Orwell, I suppose, has been designed to derail. So we've got the Dapol Class 73, a lemon. We've got the 1361 on the top of a Warwell, which is a lemon, but the Warwell isn't, so I guess that'll be okay. And then we've got some mega boxes. You asked for all of them, but I don't think the 73 should be hauling all of them, because it's not got the best motor in the world. I put a Hornby motor in. It's not the original motor. It's not a good idea, I don't think. So I've got just 4 of those. And he also specified that it should be on the outside line. What could possibly go wrong? We know that the 73 derails on the outside line, so that's going to go wrong. Anyway, let's talk about the elephant in the room, or rather the ghost bus in the room. This one was Tag Art 00 who asked for this, wanted to see the bus with the manor tender, so I'm sorry about that, Kelly, that's what I hinted about. Pulling a rake of coaches. Now, I've got the same LNER coaches that I had before. That's 4 coaches and a towed brake van. Can the bus handle those? That is my question. That bus has never hauled anything before, and I've got a bit of cotton connecting it to the tender, so there's a good chance it just will wheel slip, but I don't think it will. I think it will manage, but that's only a prediction. And then we have Lapis Wake, who wanted to see a pacer. He says he misses pacers, and I haven't got wind. There's just a bit of floor here that keeps creaking, although, oh, there we go. There we see, yeah. I don't do nasty things like that on streams. There we go. So that's the passenger cooking pacer for you with its bright lights on. Let's see if the bus can handle the coaches. Yes, it can, easily. Look there. Why is it so powerful? There's no need for it to be. It doesn't have couplings, like I say, I had to make one. So, yeah, the mind boggles. And here's the Derailment Express, which is running slowly. I didn't think the 73 did that anymore, since I replaced the motor. Anyway, let's go and swap camera so we can watch it derail. But mind you, at that speed, it might not. Look at that, look at the state of it. You fiendish rail bus, says Kelly. Sorry, Kelly. No offence. Daniel 14 Duck, can you run a Hornby Percy and a Backman Duck double heading a mail train? Also a shout out would be nice. Of course, Daniel 14 Duck, of course. Sam, you missed my request, says Adam Ruston. Okay, sorry, I will go back and read them all, don't worry. Let's see if that's 70. Has the 73 derailed? It's not clear. Oh, it has, yeah, of course it has. That's what it does. Jeffrey Holmes, I would like to see what combination you would request if you were sitting here. That's an interesting question. Thank you very much, Jeffrey. I shall do that. Well, ooh, the mega boxes haven't stopped. Let's have a look under there. Oh. Now, ooh, that's not good. It's badly derailed, as is the typical thing, but is the bus going to crash into it as it comes along? And I think we're just going to miss that in shot, so we may never know. It's on the curve. I think we got away with it. Oh, I can hear things hitting it. Man, how long can it possibly carry on for like that? Well, not very long. Oh, it stopped. Hang on. Oh dear. Man. Well, look, come on. There's no way that was the person that requested that was not expecting that exactly that to happen. let's go to the multicam while I read out the rest of these super chats, and then I'll put it back on the track and see if I can actually get it to finish a lap. That would be nice. Right, so Polar Pendleton, Middle of America. Oh, I did read that one. So whose did I miss? I missed Adam Rushton's. Let me just scroll back up and see. Ah, oh man, Adam, I am sorry. He says today is my birthday. Happy birthday, Adam. Let's have some happy birthdays for Adam in the chat. Please can you run 34067 Tangmere with some Pullman coaches, please? Of course, Adam. That is fantastic. And happy birthday, and thank you everybody so much for the support. Man, I'm sorry I missed that. Right, let's get this 73 back on the track. Not that it really deserves to be on my track. Right, so I'm just sneaking around the back of the camera, which is difficult. Yes, it has been noticed that it derailed in an incredibly inconvenient place. I think that's been done on purpose. Thank you, Mr. Loco. Right, let's get this started again. Can it finish the lap? Oh, wrong control knob. That's a good start. There we go. Man, that did not go very well, did it? But everything else was working fine, as you can see. The pace was going at quite a good pace. That wasn't even a joke, was it? Oh, the one thing I didn't notice was the 1361 going under the footbridge. It obviously didn't bang on the footbridge. Otherwise it would be dead and gone. So that's something, I suppose, something to celebrate. Starboy Hero, hi Sam, can you run Hornby Flying Scotsman and Hornby Gordon? That's a great idea, Starboy Hero. Of course, yes, I can do that. I was hoping it would derail and dump the 1361 off. Well, I'm glad it didn't, because then a nicer model might come along and be damaged by it. Fabri Trueno, hello Sam. I see you from Chile. Wow, I don't think I've had anyone from Chile talking before. That's awesome. I want to start in this world. What brand of tracks do you recommend? What tracks do you have on your layout? Well, I have Hornby tracks on my layout, although if I was to have my time again... Ooh, I've just noticed that. Tend to crash into the bus. Yeah, if I had my choice now, I'd probably go with Pico, because I think, well, I was quite impressed with my O-gauge track that I bought. So, yes, I like Pico track. Sam, you accidentally skipped my request, says Train Fan 25 Stuart. Don't worry, Train Fan 25 Stuart, I will not skip it. I won't miss anyone's request. What I do is I will do as many as I can in a frantic rush during the stream, in order, if possible, but if I miss one, sorry. And then after the stream, when I've got a bit of time to sort of actually look at what I've got, I will do more and bring them next week. So don't worry, they will all get done. It's just, don't be upset if I don't do it today. It will be done next week. And that's a good thing, because I'm doing streams every week for the next 5 weeks. So yeah, the requests you don't have to wait too long for. Mayo Hosco, please run Mallard and a single tender Flying Scotsman with chocolate and cream coaches and the Railgun HST style. That is a cool request, I like that. Please buy some Santa Fe coaches. Alright, well if anyone's got some recommendations, then sure, I will do that. Can you buy more engine sheds, says Meat Un. Well, interestingly, I never have bought one. The one I've got down there are made out of paper. Right, nice. Let's have you guys come up on the chat then, if you want some shout outs, or if you want to see yourself on the screen. E350 TV, don't worry, don't worry, don't worry. Super Class 47, look Mum, I'm on TV. There you are, you got your name on as well. How are you? Please can I have a shout out, says Samuel Margerison. That's a tricky name to say. I'm not any better at that, am I? But yeah, there's your shout out anyway. And Sam Haslam, yes, you can have a shout out. Right, next up then, I'm going to do a bit of an unboxing for you, and this one is crazy. It just came out of the blue. Parcel came to my, well, it was just delivered to my house yesterday. It's the first time this has ever happened where I just wasn't expecting something and it arrived. It's actually from, what's his name? Adam Davies at Rails of Sheffield. He just sent me a wagon. How cool is that? So thank you so much, Adam. It's not just a wagon. I kind of insulted it by saying it's a wagon. It's this. It is. I've not actually seen this before, so I don't know whether this is public knowledge or not. You'll have to let me know. But yeah, this is a 50th anniversary Rails of Sheffield wagon with the, well, 2 logos. I don't know really. Is that the 1970 logo, it says? I thought that was more. Either way, it's got the Rails logos on it. That's what you need to know. And it's a Dapper wagon. So that is so cool. So I thought, why not unbox it on the stream and have a quick look? And if you want to request it, you can do. I can run it here and now. Let's have a look. It's like, is this one of the egg vans? I hope not. No, I don't think a Rails of Sheffield van would have eggs inside, thinking about it. I think that's quite unlikely. No, there we go. Look at that. So this is cool. I mean, in real life, would this be full of, like, models coming to Sheffield? I don't know where from. From China, maybe? I don't know. I don't see how that would work. But no, this is awesome. You can just imagine this, full of lovely boxes of model trains and stuff. And there we are. Yeah, 50 years in the making. I believe they will be 50 years old in December. It's late December, actually. That's when they first started. And it also came, I should have brought it up to show you. It came with like a leaflet which explains the history of Rails. It's quite an interesting story of how they got started as well. So thank you, Rails, for that. Anna Kemp says, I would like to enter the giveaway and see the black D16 double heading with the Bachmann A1. Ooh, that's a nice combination. Yeah, of course I can do that. I feel like I've been missing some of these messages, so let's catch up. Mayo, oh no. Yeah, no, I read Mayos, didn't I? It just sounds like there's a lot of mooing going on. I don't know if I've been missing them. Anna Kemp, I read. Kelly Ashford, I have the Shakespeare Express train set. Yes, you may have mentioned that once or twice, Kelly. You might have done. Right, let's see what is next then. Right, well, I'll tell you what. I'm going to go for a quick break. I'm going to set up the next lot of requests, which I will copy down. And I will do that in front of you so you know what to expect and stay tuned for. So let's find out. So I've written down TrainFan25 Stewart, who was the City of Birmingham with LMS coaches. Yes, see, I did write it down. It just came before the stream, so I dealt with that. Oh, and you just got one with TTS sound, apparently. Wow, that's nice. I bet that's a good one. All right, it's Kelly's Ghost Train up next. I bought some new pens, by the way. I hope you appreciate that. 10 pens for £2, something like that now. That's a deal. Right. I haven't got space to write. That's a problem. Right, so let's have a look. Right, so yeah, it's Kelly. Let's remind ourselves of the horrors that Kerry, who's that, wants to see on my railway. So it's the saddle tank. I'm guessing you mean the 1361, plus the egg fans. All right, no problem. Ghost train alert. Okay, yeah, we can do that. No problem. And the next one is from Stephen Batt. Welcome, Stephen. I don't think I've done a request for Stephen before, so that's cool. So that's the B2 packet with the Andrew Barclay at the back, top and tailing, banking, with 3 LNER coaches. Yeah, I can certainly do that. Right, well, stay tuned because there's lots more still to come. If you want to go and get yourself some refreshments, something to eat or drink, feel free to do that. You shouldn't miss anything for 5 minutes or so. I'm going to dash, probably give myself a heart attack or an aneurysm or something as I run around trying to get these requests set up in a reasonable amount of time. I'll see you in just a couple of minutes then. I will be right back. All right, folks, welcome back. Oh, that was a disaster. I'll tell you about that in just a second. Anyway, if you've only just joined, a huge welcome. If you want to see what you missed, I guess you should just check back because there's quite a lot happened already, actually. Coming up, still lots more to come. I've got special guests. I've got more requests. I'm rhyming now. I've already talked about the giveaways. I'm giving away these at the end of the series, so thank you so much to everyone who's already sent in those super chats. If I have missed your name or something, don't worry, I will go back at the end and go through everybody. But let's just have a look. So we have Raphael Wellard, Isaac Merchand, I missed those I think. ZT Trains, I don't think I read yours out. Can you run the J36? Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, I like that one. Isaac Merchand wanted to see me run a Castle class. Yes, I can definitely do that. Daniel 14 Duck, yep, I think I might have read that one. Let's have a look. Starboard Hero, yes. William Babcock, I saw that one. Anna Kemp, yes, I read those. And I've just had one from Simon the Plantsman and Trainline 5000. Please run that Rails wagon with any loco you bought from them. Oh, good idea, yes. I do buy quite a bit from Rails. Maybe, well, the last one was that Bachmann Hall class, so maybe I'll do that. Anyway, let's have a look then. Let's have another go in the chat. Let's see if anyone gets some shout outs, because I want to do as many of those as I can. I'm not ignoring anyone, by the way, so if you're feeling sad that I'm missing you, keep putting your name in and I'll see if I can find you. Okay, so WI11S13, that's a strange, it's more like a code than a username. Can I have a shout out? Yes, you can. There we are. I like the look of that O1, says Duncan Smithers. Oh, good, glad you like it. Now, I've got a review of one, so if you want to see exactly what they're like before you enter, then sure, you can check that out if you want. Teacher Jennifer says, stop spamming. No, it's all right. I kind of gave permission to spam, but only spam like for shout outs. Don't like put weird adverts in the chat, because that wouldn't be good. Hey King Ori, nice to see you. Mip Mac, yes, I have a 14XX. Best not to ask about that one though, it's a bit of a nightmare. Akela Devi, I guess. Shout out, please. Hello, Sam, says Aidan Warape. Oh, I missed the H off your name as well. That was interesting. Elijah Trice, there you are. Hey, Sam, can I have a shout out? Long time viewer, says Bradley Allen Lively. Oh, sure, nice. Thank you. Thank you very much for your support. Oh, I want a shout out, says Aidan Giuliano. There you go. Your capital letters has caught my attention there. That's the point where everyone starts typing in block capitals, isn't it? Fred's Rails, nice to see you. Guy Masturo, nice to see you as well. Thanks for coming out. What do you get if I join on YouTube? What do you get if I join on YouTube? Well, if you click the Join Now button, which should be under the video somewhere, you'll be able to see the different perks. There's 3 different tiers, so you can choose. You can choose. Advert: leaked images of Sam's horse. My horse. How did you get those? I didn't know you had access to my dungeon, Mark. Anyway, let's not go there. I spam request because I want my request seen. I can't pronounce that name, sorry. But I did see it. I did see it, don't worry. I want train-shaped cookies, says NYMR Pacific. That sounds good. I wouldn't say no, although consuming model trains or consuming trains generally doesn't appeal massively, but that's all right. And WI, whatever that code was, says his name is secretive. Oh, that's fair enough. And Master of Southern, yes, you can get a shout out. All right. And with that, let's move on and do some more requests. We're reeling through them today. So first of all, an apology to Train Fan 25 Stuart. You wanted to see City of Birmingham. But I got it down onto the track, ready to couple to the LMS coaches that you asked for, and I haven't got the coupling on it. So did I just forget to put it on last time I serviced it? Has it dropped off? I don't know, but it's missing. It's not on the shelf. No, it's not on the shelf, so I'm going to have to look for the coupling. It's not a NEM coupling, it's like one of the old type with the clip on it. So I've had to substitute with this logo here. This one is Princess Alexandra. There we go. And then on the middle line, we've got the B2 Peckett and the Andrew Barclay, topping and tailing exactly as Stephen Butt asked, with 3 LNER coaches in the middle, so I've done that. And then we've got Kelly's Spooktacular Express on the inside line. Halloween's been and gone, but it doesn't matter. We've still got the spooky engine and the spooky train with the egg vans, of course. So, man, we'll have to see what happens with that. Please, 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 all of this stuff is quite good, except for the egg vans, but they're on the inside line, so we might be all right. Please, let's have a running session without any derailments, please. Right. Go on, just for Uncle Sam. Let's have a trouble-free running session, shall we? Please cross your fingers, folks, if you've got fingers. Oh God, the theme of amputations come up again. I'm sorry. There we go. Oh, the ghost train, Kelly. Your ghost train's making some headway. Look at that. Where is it? Steaming ahead there of the two engine train. What's going on with my mind today? I don't know. There we go. Oh, this camera's a bit lower down, isn't it, today? You get to see my messy coaches. Oh, and there's the coronation. Look at there. Doesn't quite match with the coaches. It's a shame about that. I'll see if I can find that coupling. That's something I'll have to do. Because if people know an engine's faulty, they'll start requesting it all the time, won't they? That's what my lovely viewers do to me, if they can. No, I'm only joking. I wouldn't have it any other way. It's entertainment, isn't it, at the end of the day? That's what it's all about. There we are, there's Kelly's ghost train. Spooky stuff. It is scary, Kelly. I must say my heart leapt when I saw that turn up in the chat. Yeah, it's very horrific stuff, really, isn't it? Yeah, horrific. I have to start age restricting my videos 18 years old and above, because this kind of thing will mess you up, won't it, for life? Oops, nothing on that camera. There we are. So yeah, I keep wanting to say double header, but the banking train is really taking its time, isn't it, today, which is quite nice. Look there. Looks good though, with those LNER coaches, and then the Coronation Scott, or the sort of budget Coronation Scott there, looking all right. There we are. Yeah, they're nice. Cool. So thank you, folks, for those requests. I'm going to bring these to a stop. Bring that back. There we go. Hey, well, I think, more or less, I got my wish. We've got the Egg Van Express just doing one more lap, so we better just keep an eye on that. Why is it juddering, says Samuel. I don't know, is it juddering? I'm not sure. Matt Daniels, thank you so much. Can you run Tornado with Pullmans and a Class 47 on the rear, please? Yeah, sure, Matt, that sounds cool. And thank you for the support, and everyone else too, for that matter. I really appreciate it. I never realised the windmill is made of paper. Hey, it's not paper, it's paper mache. Yes. There's a big, big difference. Well, it's not a big difference, but there is a difference, and I will cling to it. Let's see. What else? Duke of Rawsome. Ah, morning, Sam. Have one on me. I think I missed that one, but thank you very much. That's very kind. Right, Kelly, I'm about to defeat you in your evil scheme because the ghost train is about to pull into the station, even though it's not a station, but who cares? And it's doing so without incident. Look at that, all on the tracks. Man, I can just imagine the applause from all the viewers there. 1361 and the egg vans. Very well done. Right. Well, the next section of the show is a little bit more uncertain because I actually have no idea what's coming up now, honest. I have no idea. It actually involves a special guest, and I have to say I have no idea who that could be.
I search for cheap trains, sometimes I review. It's apparently El Cheapo.
Thank you, Sam, for that marvellous welcome. Yes, it is I. Ah, God. I've just realised my very real moustache is slightly askew. That sometimes happens when you've got a moustache, don't worry. Right, anyway, welcome to El Cheapo. Now, some people have been quite upset in the past because I have looked at horses and plants and things that don't work on the railway. So today I'm going back to wagons. In fact, no, the last one was wagons, wasn't it? Well, no, the last one was, I don't remember. The last live one was horses and things anyway. So today I have this. So this is a one-piece HO scale 52-foot flat car flatbed transporter 1-87 52-foot model train container carriage freight car C8741DS. My God, it's just a model railway wagon. Why don't we call it that? It cost $13.59, which translates roughly to £10. £10.30 to be exact, for a model railway wagon, and here it is. Now, that title was ridiculous. It was about 30 words. The actual product description on the box is just 2 words, and those words are flat car. Yes, well, it's, if anything, that's totally undescriptive, the opposite, isn't it? So, yes, I don't know what to say about this. Well, it's made by Eve Model, the same people that made those gondolas I looked at. I've not actually had this out yet, so let's find out if it's actually any good at all. Let's see. So the last wagons I looked at were actually amazing quality. They were really, really good. For the money I paid, they were astonishing, like the best ever value. Is this one going to be just as good? Well, the fact that it's Eve Model is a good sign. All right. Quick look. All right, okay, all right. So, yeah, I mean, it looks all right. It's not super detailed or anything, and for £10, of course it isn't. But yeah, I mean, it looks decent, doesn't it? So we've got brake wheels, which are pre-fitted. We've got sort of mock KD couplings. Are they NEM? No, they're not NEM this time. That's not quite so good. Oh, and I've also just noticed that the wheels aren't quite as good either. They are metal, which is good. Sam, you make me sick. Get rid of El Cheapo. Sorry, Kelly. Sam will be back very shortly, don't worry. Yeah, can you see what I mean? They're not quite as good a wheels as on those gondolas I bought. They've got like plastic axles, but no, the wheels themselves are metal, which is good. And as you can see, there is space for 2 20-foot containers on board. So if I can put that down without it running away, I've gone the extra mile. They call me El Cheapo, but I've spent the money this time, and I bought some containers. And hilariously, these containers actually cost more than the wagon itself. So the wagon was £10.30. The containers cost me £13 for 2 of them. I think £6.50 each. So let's have a look what these are like. Now, I've looked at something similar to these before. I mean, Sam has. And they're not bad. They're not bad little things. Nathan Cunningham, thank you very much, said Sam. Hi, Sam. Could you run the Freightliner Class 66? Keep up the good work. Shout out would be nice. No problem, Nathan. I'll pass that on to Sam and see what he can say. Oh, it's turning the camera green. Evergreen makes the camera green too. That's weird. Yeah, look, fairly nice detail on that. Does it fit onto the wagon? Embarrassing if not. Oh no, it does actually. Really nice fit. So everything's in scale. HO scale, that is. There we are. And let me show you what the other one is. I went for two different ones. So this one is Costco, because we have this, like one of the few brands I actually recognised. So let me show you this one. You ready? Here it is. Costco. They're alright, aren't they? I mean, I've scoffed at the price, but it's not really that expensive, is it? Like £6 for a scale model. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's alright. But like some people pointed out on my last El Cheapo video, AliExpress, it's not necessarily the best place to get the cheap stuff. It can be, but not always. And I think the loco I looked at the other day, it was available for the same price on Amazon, or possibly even less from like Gauge Master or something. But you know what? How much was this? So this was £23. £23 for that. That isn't bad. I really don't think that's bad. I suppose I could put it on the track very briefly. Sam doesn't like me meddling with his track because he doesn't like it when I start licking things. Apparently he's got a problem with that. I don't know what that would be. I'm not sure. I quite like the taste of this stuff. Particularly if it's been on a long journey on a boat. You get that sort of saltiness to it. Alright. Well, I can't couple anything up to it because it hasn't got them couplings. So that's a pity. But yeah, it's quite free rolling actually. It's not quite as good as the metal wheel sets that have the metal axles as well. But that is not bad at all. So I am pleased as punch with that. Pleased as punch. Yeah, that's a phrase for you, isn't it? Pleased as punch. I'll have to start using that. Yeah, that is really not bad. I'm actually quite impressed with what I've bought on AliExpress recently, and I hope Sam's pleased as well. So let's see, what did you think to those? Is that something you would buy? Are you going to dash to AliExpress? Or is it something that you would not want to buy? I mean, those wheels are a bit dodgy, aren't they? A little bit dodgy. But besides that, no problem at all. Samuel Modgerson, Sam El Cheapo. You've merged us together there. I don't know if Sam will be pleased about that. Richard Francis, good evening to you too. Tell Sam he can put the P2 on the track, please, says Tornado the A1 Peppercorn. I will ask him. I will ask him. And someone donate for Genesis coaches, says Teacher Jennifer. Oh, I don't have any of those. Or Sam doesn't have any of those, unfortunately. But he's ordered some, I think. Too expensive for me, but he's ordered some. Right. Well, I think that is just about it. Overall, I'm pretty pleased with those wagons. They're very, very good. And with that, I think Sam wants to have his stream back. So thank you so much for coming out. Thank you for the support. Good night.
I found the cheap train and I did review. It's apparently El Cheapo.
Oh, El Cheapo, you never fail to impress. Yeah, that was not bad, not bad. Thank you for spending my money like that, El Cheapo. That wasn't a bad one. Take care then, ta-ta. Have you got your bus money? You can't haggle on the bus. He's off, bless him. Right, well, next up I've got a letter to read. This came all the way from India, so let's have a look and see what this says. Are you ready? Right, so it says, Dear Sam'sTrains, my name is Mitchell. I'm 13 years old and I started watching your videos just this year. I love trains and I like models, so model trains are a must to me. You think like I do, that's good. I'm writing to you because this is an assignment and a great opportunity to talk to you. Thank you for teaching me the difference between Hornby and Bachmann, also that Helgen is a pretty bad train company, other than paint jobs. That's true, I have had some bad Helgen locos, although you should check out the Class 07 shunter because that one was really good. I really like your Hornby versus Bachmann Thomas videos. I also like your video with the train in the water. Yes, that was a classic. Now, I love the videos where you fix trains and where you make trains. If I could suggest a video idea, it would be to see you repaint trains that are older but still work on your railway. That's a good idea, although I'm useless at painting trains, so I don't know if that would work. Thank you for letting me speak with you. If you have time, please respond. Again, thank you for your time. Sincerely, Mitchell. Mitchell, thank you so much for getting in touch. And actually, if you hadn't written up there that you were 13 years old, I would never have guessed that you were as young as that, because you write like an adult. So I think you're going to get a good grade in that assignment. Now, as for what you put, thank you so much. I really appreciate hearing all that. It's lovely to hear all of this. And also that someone in India is interested in British model trains. That is really cool. So yeah, thank you for the letter. Stay in touch, and I really do appreciate you doing your assignment on me. That is pretty cool. Let's let Mitchell know what you guys think. That's quite a nice thing to receive, actually. So yeah, thank you, Mitchell. I hope you get to see it. I'm sure your teacher will send me a message and let me know what your response was to that if you want to. Right. Intercity125125 says hello. Hello to you as well. Hello, Sam'sTrains. Welcome back to YouTube channel for you, pal. Says Lesh Gordon 1819. Thank you, Lesh. Thank you very much. Lesh sends me a lot of comments. I appreciate your support there, Lesh. John Ewell says, shout out for Pudsey. That's a good point. That's a good point. Make sure you do watch Children in Need later tonight if you're in the UK, and donate if you can. That's a very, very, very good cause. Fred's Rails, what an intro. Yes, I agree. Yes, he does always make a good introduction, doesn't he? Could you run a Terrier, please, says Trevor Bros. Yes, absolutely. And actually, there's a big update on the Terrier coming soon, because Rails of Sheffield very generously sent me out a replacement. I didn't even have to ask. They just did it. And I sent the old one back. So on the next Model Railway news video, which is next week, I will be testing out the replacement that they sent and seeing if it's any better than the one I reviewed. Yeah, so Rails of Sheffield, they've done a good job this week. They've been very generous to me, so I appreciate that. And fingers crossed that it's a good one, because maybe mine wasn't representative of all of the models. Hopefully not. Right, well, let's have a look then. Wall of Fame, yes. So this is the Wall of Fame section. I haven't actually said this for many an episode, but if you want to have your picture up on the wall of train, it's not on this wall anymore, it's actually the wall behind the camera, which I don't have in shot, but it's filling up, the top corner's all done. Send me your pictures, as long as you've taken them yourself, to samstrains@outlook.com, and I will show them off on a stream and then ultimately put them on the wall. So this first one is from Commuter Rail Fan. Let's have a look. Oh, I don't recognise this. It doesn't look like it's British, so that might be why. But it looks fantastic, doesn't it? So thank you, Commuter Rail Fan, for that. I'll be proud to display that on my Wall of Fame. Jackson L. Now I like this. I don't know what I'm seeing here, because there's like a giant bulbous Thomas. Look at that. He looks like he's been stung by a scorpion or something. And then you've got the little trains which look like they're 00 gauge. So yeah, is that Thomas G scale or something in the background? I'm not sure, but Jackson, thank you for that. That will be an interesting one to put up on the wall. Thank you for that. And then we have Graham 2, who sent in this one. I don't know if there's more than one Grahams in this person's life, but he's the second one. And there he is, leaning very casually there against the lamppost. I can't really see what engine or train that is, but yeah, it looks cool. It looks like a good one. Again, don't know if that's British or not. It looks a little bit underground-ish, doesn't it? But I could be completely wrong there. I'm very ignorant where these things are concerned. But Graham, thank you for that. That will go on the wall. And I did print it off small, but that's not like any reflection of you. It's just because I've got some really annoying little gaps up on the wall, which I'll try and fill in. Right, so Kian T sent in this one. Look at there. And it's got Thomas on the front. I only just noticed that. Wow. So where was this? It looks like it could be China, or is that Japanese writing? Again, I apologise for my total ignorance there, but yeah, that is pretty cool. I wonder if they were licensed to do this. You definitely couldn't do that in the UK, could you? Although I don't know, you know, these days out with Thomas, I suppose they must be licensed, mustn't they? But I don't know, a lot of them don't use the official logos and stuff, so yeah, I don't know. Anyway, Hayden W, that's a very creative shot. I love the bold use of colour, or lack of colour there, so that's very good. Hayden, thank you very much for that one. That's cool. Thomas W sent in this one. This is Oliver Cromwell. This is a loco I actually own in model form. There you go, Britannia class, of course. Really love that. You can just about see the running number as well. Fantastic. Great Central Pullman, it says at the back, so maybe that was at the Great Central. Yes, I think Oliver does live at the Great Central, doesn't he? Oliver Cromwell. Now we've got some original artwork here, or at least I think it is, from Tamas J. Look at that, I love it. It's a train in the night, almost, with like flowers in the grass. I'm not sure, 901, someone Google that loco, see what it is in real life. I love that, I love the sort of harvest moon in the top corner. Yeah, that's really nice, really moody shot, I like it. So thank you, Tamas, that will look good on the wall. I love the artwork. If you can do some drawings, that's absolutely awesome. Tycho or Tycho 360 sent in this. That is a classic. Hornby J50. Definitely easy to recognise that one, I think, isn't it? Yeah, I like that. And we have William B, who sent in this. It says Snow Train on the front. Let's have a look at this one. Look at that. Snow Train, what does it say? Steam Rail Victoria. Victoria. Would that be Australia then? I am not entirely certain about that, but I like the look of that. Very much so. That's nice. So yeah, thank you, William. That's very cool. We've got Shelby Western Railway. I like this. We've got Lego meets model trains by the looks of it. Look at that. There we are. So thank you, Shelby Western Railway. I like the little face on the front of that engine as well. That's pretty cool. Very nice. Here's an interesting one. We've got Station Master 13 who sent, it looks like a Dealey 3F, that's my guess, and it's got like bug eyes on the front. Look at that. That's quite spooky almost. I wonder if Kelly's still watching. Kelly, let us know if that made you jump out of your chair. That's quite an interesting one, isn't it, that? So yeah, that was Station Master 13. Paul B. Now, I recognise this. If you're watching, Paul, let me know where was this? I really recognise it wasn't the Black Country Museum, was it? I feel like I might have seen that. Maybe I've just seen a picture. I don't know. Maybe it was just a picture that I've seen, but it just seemed familiar. Did that? Rob sent in this. Look at that. We've got a classic-looking DMU there. Could be a pacer. Could be a pacer. Is that a pacer? Everyone will be like, no, you fool. If it's not, well, if it's not, never mind. But yeah, that looks like an older photo. Looks like it was like a 1970s picture. The colour looks like it was 1970s TV or something. I don't know. Anyway, Marcus H sent in this. This is again a slightly, I was going to say slightly derailed. Maybe it's not. That just maybe a trick of the camera. Goods train there. Swift it says. Can't quite make out the logo, but I like that. It looks like a windowsill layout, possibly. Is that a curtain in the background? I like it though, so thank you, Marcus. Thank you for sharing that. That's a nice one. Now, this is cool. Mr. BNSF Train sent in this. I don't know, I shouldn't really have put his name on that myself, because it's on there already. But look at that. You've got a BR Blue Merchant Navy, or it could be a West Country. Sam'sTrains livery. Oh, it's a Sam'sTrains livery Hornby 040 Caledonian. That's epic. I really like that. So presumably, Mr. BNSF Train, you did these yourself, did you? Did you do the mock-ups? If so, that's very, very impressive. Very good. And I did notice the ocean wagon as well. That was cool. Kai's Train sent in this. I have no idea what's going on here, but I love it. It's like train people, like locomotive men, robots or something. I don't know if they're having a fight. Some of them look like they've got scimitars, maybe, swords. And there's a Kit Kat going on here. Are they fighting over Kit Kats? It looks like there's a volcano that's erupted. A train robot man who's also smoking. Oh, he's called Ginty, apparently. I will have to study that in more detail because there's a lot going on there. So yeah, Kai's Trains, thank you very much. And last but not least, Random O'Clock. I think, again, this is another bit of random artwork. No, not random artwork. That's because of that random word there. Yes, it threw me off. But look at that. That's really quite good. It's proper 3D as well, isn't it, that? Love to know how we did that. So yeah, let me know, what did you think about those? Did you like them? And send me some pictures for my wall of fame if you haven't already. One per person, obviously. You can't have like 10 on the wall, as some people have tried. And yeah, I can get them up and you can see yourself, possibly. I don't tend to film this wall as often, but maybe if it was full of pictures I might do, so we shall see. Right, Transformers, says Tag Art 00. That's probably right, yes, Transformers. Why has anyone ever done that? Is there like a toy you can buy? That sounds cool. Look, Mum, Sam said my name. Hey, that's the second time I've seen that from Super Class 47. I don't know why that keeps catching my eye. WI11S13, again, can you create a Discord server? That's something I've thought about. It's just, I wouldn't have time to maintain it, I don't think. So it would just be like tumbleweed silence. But yeah, I would like to, maybe one day. The Bankman Percy says B2000 RO Toys channel. That is something I would like to try, yeah. The Bankman Percy looks good. Hey, it's me, Safe, says Super244229. Hello, Safe, hope you're alright. Please can Rory and Luke have a shout out, says Raw Dog. Yes, of course you can, no problem. Right, love your content, says Henry has a lot of hobbies. Thank you, Henry. And let us know what some of your other hobbies are. That's pretty cool. Right, let's get on then and do some more requests. So these are more requests coming up right now from my engineers, who obviously get one for free. The chief mechanical engineers, that is. So hope you enjoy them. I'll be right back very shortly. So this first one is for William Babcock. Thank you so much, William. You wanted to see my BR Green Merchant Navy and BR Green Backman A2. Unfortunately, I was a silly Billy and my BR Green Merchant Navy from Hornby, I wired the motor in backwards when I replaced it. I've been meaning to fix it, but I haven't yet. Which means that I obviously can't double head that one. So I've had to go with the BR Blue version. And he also asked for my full Pullman rake. So there are all 5 of my railroad Pullmans. So yeah, William, sorry about the cock up there. My fault, obviously. But hopefully you enjoyed seeing that nonetheless. And what a good idea that is. And it would, I admit, have looked even better if they'd both been BR Green. So here's an awesome one from the Duke of Rawsome, funnily enough. It's a very slow and gentle freight train. 2 Andrew Barclays at either end, one at the front, one banking, with a box fan train. So thank you so much, Duke of Rawsome. Here we are, and what polar opposites these two trains are. I mean, we've got two absolute powerhouses there, powering along. And then we've got the two little tiny shunters, designed for much smaller railways than mine, just trundling along very happily with a little freight train. Not in a hurry. I love that. I did not put these together with that in mind. It's just funny how these things work out, isn't it? Love it. And of course it's a good idea to run the Barclays together because they help each other out over the big express points. As you can see. Oh, look at that. They've warmed up nicely now. They're going a bit faster, I reckon. I haven't touched the controller though. Alright, so this next one is special. It's from Alco, who wanted to see the 700 class, the T9 and the Adams radial tank all in the Southern Black. Look at that, with a rake of Maunsell coaches. What a wonderful triple header that is. I don't think I've ever done that before, and they look so good. I love it. So Alco, what a good idea. You thought of something that I never did. Look at this lot. They look so smart in the matching liveries, and you must have thought about that because they are literally all in the same livery, which is great. Looking good with the Southern coaches. Man, imagine if you saw something like that at a real railway. That would just blow the mind, wouldn't it? So there you go, Alco. Thank you for being an engineer, well, all of you guys actually. And thank you for bringing this to the railway. That was just incredible. Favourite request so far, that. It's going to take some beating, but there's still more to come, so let's see if we can beat them. Let us know in the chat. Alright, come on, I'm excited now. Let's see what's next. Alright, so this is another one I love from Daniel Bolam, who wanted to see City of Truro with my old clerestory coaches. So I've put the really old ones on. They're the like Lima ones, I think. She is racing past the next requests. Love it. Yes, I had a feeling I might be running this loco quite a bit. And there's no complaints at all from me, because I think it's gorgeous. Bachmann can make a nice looking loco, that is for sure. Look at that go. So thank you very much, Daniel. I hope you liked seeing that. Right, so I'm not going to try to explain this one because I think it defies explanation basically, but it's from Ridiculous Railways, which yeah, is a great username. Wanted to see Bucklaw, the N15, the new Princess, and our favourite tetanus friend Rusty on a flatbed. I don't know why. All I know is that that was a request I got, and now I've done it. So, Ridiculous Railways. Oh, something's gone wrong. I hope that was okay. That's a little bonus for you. It seems the Southern Railway locomotives and then of course the LNER locomotives refuse to work with each other because Bucklaw's derailed the N15 and basically sodded off. Oh dear. Alright, try again. Yeah, triple headers can be a bit problematic because the loco in the middle is kind of being pushed and pulled and it just doesn't usually end very well. But there we go. It worked. We've got it around the lap, so that's fine. Okay, next up then we have a coronation class. This was from William Hawkes, who wanted to see some suitable coaches with it and also wanted to know how much the coronation can pull. So I've added some extra coaches onto the back there. And I think the answer is quite a lot. Yeah, it really is quite the puller, isn't it? There we go. Very elegant machine, that one. And very powerful as well. Yeah, very, very good. There she is, and yes, that is the newest version of the Hornby Coronation, the one that they retooled. So there you are, folks, and thank you very much, William, for that. Appreciate it. There you go. So next we have William Soutar, who wanted to see the Merchant Navy, which one was that? Canadian Pacific, with bullied coaches. I've only got 2 bullied coaches, so I've made it up with some more of the Bachmann Southern coaches. So, William, thank you for that. I hope that was okay for you. Look at there, one of my favourite locos of all time. I love how often it gets requested too. Good puller as well. That was at 60% speed right there. Okay, up next then we've got Robert Osborne, who wanted to see a Class 91, some Mark III coaches, which I'm a bit light on, so I've got a mixture there, and an HST on the back. So there you have it. That is another pretty novel combination. My question would be, did this ever happen, or could something like this have ever happened? because obviously the 91's electric and the HST, the 125 at the back there, is diesel, so either way, perfectly possible in model form, of course, and so that is something we can enjoy. So Robert, thank you. So I think this is a first. This is from Jason Biggs. They're fighting with each other a little bit. Oh, a lot. Oh dear. But it's my two single wheelers. What's happened there? Oh my god, I think they're awake now. Man. Yeah, I reckon they must have been a bit sleepy. They're not used to being requested, but good lord, they've definitely woken up now. And Jason asked for a mix of clerestory coaches. I've only put 3 on because I thought they'd be struggling, but they ain't now. Look at that, man. Lastly, for now, then, we have a lovely one from Bobble Bunny. Thank you so much, Bobble Bunny. You wanted to see Katie, the Oxford cattle van, the Hornby horse box, Bullman, and the pillbox on the back. So that's a lovely, cute little train. Well, apart from Bullman. Sorry, Bullman, you're not cute. You might be a lot of things, but you're not cute. But yeah, besides Bullman, sorry, Bullman, I think that's a really lovely little consist. So good one, Bobble. Thank you for that. Yeah, lovely Katie. Such good runners these. I'm definitely not surprised that these get picked a lot to run. So there you are. Thanks, Bobble Bunny. Thank you, engineers. Let's get back to the stream and see what's coming up next. God, those 2 single wheelers were not happy. I don't think I've ever tried that before. You'll have to correct me if I'm wrong, but yes, they were not happy about that at all. That's all right, Kelly. Enjoy Strictly Come Dancing. She says she can't stay any longer. Strictly's on at 6:30 if anyone else is interested. I can't be doing with any of that nonsense, but yeah. I mean, no, each to their own, I suppose. Each to their own. Anyway, yeah. What did you think to those then? Any favourites from that particular collection? Let's see what people liked the most. I'm starting to feel excited now because I've got a big job on tomorrow. I've got a new model to review. It arrived today. I might tell you, if enough people want to know what it is, I might give away what it is before the end of the stream. But we shall see. We shall see. How dare you disrespect Bullman? Oh, Bullman, you mean? I was going to say, who have I disrespected now? No. Bullman doesn't mind. He's all right. He's all right, Bullman. I think he understands that he's quite ugly. I mean, I'm ugly, so it swings and roundabouts. Watching my live streams makes your day sound. Oh, thank you, Mark 7188. If I could say your name right, that might make your next day as well. Can I grab a shout out, please? Yes, you can grab one, Model Railway Legend. Of course you can. What do you want to know, Rusty Red Scalpron? Let me know. Do you still have that marketing engine? Yes. Do you want to see it? No, I think is the answer, but you're going to see it anyway. Now, where did I put it? In a very dark drawer. Actually, I don't know where I put it. Oh no, here it is. It's not Marklin though, it's Pico. P-I-K-O. People, let me know what this was. Let me show it to you. Yeah, apparently this is what Pico create. So exactly the same thing. It does not say, I don't think, doesn't say Pico on the chassis anywhere. And apparently it's like a slightly nasty version of it. The Pico version's better, supposedly. But yeah, apparently it's a knockoff of one of those. So there you go. I did not know that at the time, and that's the beauty of YouTube comments for you, isn't it? Right. Okay, more requests then. Let me show you the last lot. So everybody, please type the lyrics of Happy Birthday in the chat, because this one was for Adam Ruston. There we go. Can't read my writing and my memory's useless. So we want to see Tangmere with some Pullman coaches, so I've done that. That is Adam's Birthday Express. There you go. William Town wanted to see the cheapest and nastiest passenger train I could come up with, so I've got the the Western train. I've got El Cheapo on the brain now after that. It's that song that does it. The song gets stuck in the mind, doesn't it? So yeah, it's the Western train loco, and then the Orient Express coaches, which cost like £3 each, and they really are cheap and nasty, although they do work. One thing that happened with these is when I was cleaning the wheels became loose on their axles and started sliding out of gauge. Absolute nightmare. I've had to glue them on, but I don't know, for some reason they just don't derail. I don't understand. Sometimes they do, but it's quite rare. And then me wanted to see the Hornby Edward with the freight train, so I will do all of that. So here's Adam's Birthday Express. There we go, with Tangmere. I'm always very fond of Tangmere because when I first got her, she was in such a bad state, and I had to spend so many hours getting the old driving gears out and finding new ones that would fit. yeah, you just, I don't know, horrible as a job like that is, it attaches you to a loco forever, and you'll never forget the time you spent fixing it. And my God, it was worth it. Look at that. Beautiful class of loco, that. Absolutely lovely. And there's the Cheap and Nasty Express. Not that bad. I mean, it's fit for purpose, which is amazing, because that whole train, well, what did we say the loco cost? About a fiver? So we're talking £15 for a loco and 3 coaches. That's literally what it cost me. I mean, that is unbelievable, is it not? So, I mean, yes, I mock cheap trains, but please don't think I don't like them, because, well, I keep buying them, don't I? And I keep showing them. So that should tell you something, yes. I might laugh and mock them because that's entertaining, but there's value in them, that's for sure. It might be sick, like entertainment value or something. And I might end up destroying some of them in experiments, but besides that, yes, there is great value in them. Sometimes. I think that Western train set was a bit beyond the pale, wasn't it? But besides that, yeah, they're all right. Right, well, I'm going to go through and thank everybody that has sent in generous super chats today. Thank you all so much. You are all entered for my giveaway of the beautiful Thompson O1, the J50 and the towed brake van, so good luck to you all. I'm giving that away on the final episode. Right. So we have Taggart 00, Colin Wykes, Lapis Wake, George Botterini, William Babcock, TrainFan25 Stewart, Pete Clark, Kelly Ashford, Stephen Batt, Mip Mack, Adam Rushton, Vlad Capetti, William Town, Lewis Hughes, Darian Wilcox, Mark7188, Me On, Sideways 66779, The Game Wizard, AZ Rail, Alex and Trains, Terence Priestley, Pilot, MPT7HP, I will get used to that name one time, DLT Berkshire, Raphael Wellard, Isaac Marchand, Polar Pendleton, the names are getting hard, Jeffrey Holmes, there you go, Adam Rushton, Daniel 14 Duck, Kelly Ashford, Mark 7188, ZT Trains, Starboy Hero, William Babcock, Fabri Trueno, TrainFan25 Stewart, Me Un, Mayo Hosco, Anna Kemp, Kelly Ashford, William Babcock, Simon the Plantsman, Trainline 5000, the Duke of Rawsome, Matt Daniels, Nathan, what's that name? Nathan Cunningham, there we are, that's my bad eyesight that time. Rob Arnold, Sam Bricks, Taggart 00. Can El Cheapo find a real top hat for this donation? Maybe that's not a bad idea, yes. I thought I might change his nationality after every series though, so we might see about that. I might want a baseball cap next time. I think I'm making him American next time. But that'll be next series, that won't be for a while. Rob Arnold, thank you very much. Run something sensible of your own choice. Sensible, folks. We've got to be sensible for Rob. Thank you, Rob, though. Yes, that's. No complaints. No complaints. Sam Bricks says, "Hey you." Thank you. Thank you, Sam Bricks. Yu Yan. Hi Sam. I want to see the Ren 8F and a train of your choice. That sounds nice. Mip Mac, how many trains are you giving away? By the way, I love your channel and I'm following this live stream. I'm loving this live stream rather. Oh, thank you so much. I'm giving away 2 locos and a towed brake van. I might throw something else in on episode 3 or something, I'm not sure. But yeah, if you're around for that, we'll see. I'll see if I can find something else to give away. Because I like saying thank you for these super chats, because I know that it's not easy, is it, to give up your money just for a YouTuber, and so I really want to show how much I appreciate it. And I'm so sorry that I might have missed reading some of these chats out on stream, but afterwards I spend a good half hour reading them properly, and so if there's anything I've missed, don't worry. Right, anyway, a BR Box fan with my request. Vlad, yes, of course. Vlad, let me know what you meant by your request. I wasn't sure, Great Western 45 or something. Drop me an email or something to let me know what you meant, because I don't want to get it wrong. I'm sick of getting requests wrong. And thank you Mark7188 and Alco as well, who wanted to see the Ren R1 with Ren wagons. That is a nice idea, although I don't believe I own any Ren wagons. I might be wrong there. I think I've got one, so a train of 1 might be the answer there. So if that's alright, that's what I'll do. But yeah, maybe I'll put some other wagons on just to make it a bit more interesting. Anyway, folks, that should just about do it for the live stream. Shall I tell you then? Do you want to know what I'm going to be reviewing tomorrow? Because I'm going to need you to cross your fingers. Right, so it's the Dapol Mogul, the 4300 260 Great Western Loco. I hope that it's good, because I really like Dapol, and I'm so sorry that I have to keep giving them negative reviews for their 00 stuff, because so many times they get so close to being absolutely amazing, but then something ruins it, or there's a quality problem. I just hope it's perfect. So if you believe in God, say a prayer. Let's hope that these moguls are spot on, and let's hope that it's like a really good model, because the price is right, the photos look amazing. I think they stand a good chance of being absolutely great. So let's just hope that is the case. Honestly, please cross your fingers tomorrow. It might be inconvenient for you in your daily lives, but if you can spare a 5-minute block just to cross the fingers and think of me reviewing it, I'll be really appreciative of that. I think it's going to be good, but I don't want to jinx it, so let's just leave it there and hope it's good. Haven't opened the box yet even, but it feels heavy, I'll say that, it feels heavy. Oh, Shining Time 4, thank you so much. J50, coal wagons and a brake van, and I can certainly do that. I'm sorry if I haven't done your request in this episode, but you've only got to wait until next week and it will be done. And you might even be lucky and get it done on a videotape with the proper camera that I can pre-record, and then I can show it sort of up close and get some proper shots on the layout. It looks a little bit better. And then I guess if you are on the live stream and you get to see them live, that's good too, because it's live. So yeah, I think everybody wins. Let's have a last few look then. Thank you everybody for tuning in. I really hope you've enjoyed it. Coming up next week, I've got some more cheap trains to show you, hopefully. There's more model railway news, and also I'm going to be trying out that new Rails of Sheffield replacement Terrier in the model railway news too. And then hopefully I've got the review of the Mogul coming out as well, unless something goes wrong, in which case we shall never speak of it again, I suppose. But fingers crossed, that will come out. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you everyone for your massive support. Good luck in the giveaway, and we will find out in just 5 weeks' time who are the winners. Okay, thanks folks. I will see you on the next one. Cheers everybody. Hey folks, thank you all very, very much for tuning in for another episode of Sam's Trains Live. I really hope you enjoyed it. I'll be back with another episode very, very soon, but in the meantime, please enjoy the videos that I'll be posting on my channel till then, and I will see you all very soon. Thanks again for your support, folks, and take care of yourselves.